Growing up, I played a lot of soccer. I didn't really have to work out my legs as much because I was always running. I was always on my feet. I was very athletic. My legs were always overdeveloped for my age a little bit. So I was like a little thin little boy, very weak upper body, nice legs. So I neglected my legs whenever I would do any kind of training, any kind of weightlifting. I would always only prioritize my upper body. Recently, now that I've kind of evened out how my structure is, I've noticed that my legs look a little small compared to the rest of my body. So I've been trying to incorporate legs more into my workout routine. I don't do like a generic push-pull legs kind of split. I don't really have any workout plan. I just go to the gym and do what I can in the amount of time I have. But I've been trying to at least once a week have just a day where I only do legs. Just for the fact that I need to do them, and I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do them as often as you do the rest of your body. Um, I don't know. My point is, this last like Wednesday or Thursday, I went to the gym, did legs, and holy shit, all right. I had to firstly, I don't really stretch before I work out either. I just do my warm ups and then I go. I had to fucking stretch my hamstrings. I had to stretch my hips. My hips were so fucking tight. My hamstrings still hurt all the time. Whenever I would be like doing my stretches for soccer, I would when we do like the ones where you like you you like sit down and you have your legs out and you like reach out for your legs. I could never fucking do those. One, because I was really tall and it was just hard for me to touch my legs in general. But because like my hamstrings were never they would hurt and I didn't want them to hurt, so I wouldn't stretch them out fully. What I'm trying to say is that I've been putting a lot more attention into my legs recently after neglecting them for so long. The other day, I hit like quads, I did some squats, I did some leg curls. After my stretches, I did some more. The Stairmaster isn't that doesn't directly target your legs, it targets your thighs a little bit. But I've noticed just even in the last couple days, just with more stretching of my hips, more stretching of my legs in general, I've noticed that my quality of life is just improved a little bit. My posture has gotten better, especially after fixing my hips. I feel just more limber, I guess. I have a little bit more power in my legs. I have more confidence in how I move my body a little bit. I don't know how those relate to doing legs, but they do, I guess. My point is that I've been giving more time into developing a part of myself that I had been neglecting for so long. Watch this transition. This is crazy. This is gonna be a crazy transition. Recently as well, I've also been trying to really allow myself to just feel my emotions and to not bottle everything in. I started this video series just to kind of vent, to talk, to put ideas out, put words out, to just give me an outlet, to not hold in all of my thoughts, all of my feelings, letting myself be more expressive. Through that, I've been able to find a lot more inner peace. I've been able to find a lot more stability in my life as I don't really hold any stress. I don't hold any negative emotions in me anymore. Not saying that this is the only outlet I have for those, but I've been giving myself a lot more leeway, a lot more of an ability to better myself. I used to be very closed off. I used to be very isolated. And I realized that the only way to improve myself, the only way to better my quality of life and to make myself happier day by day isn't by just being alone all the fucking time. I learned through rigorous testing, right, that being alone and isolating myself every time I feel bad doesn't do anything other than condense what I'm already feeling into a more potent and more harmful like emotion, you know? But giving myself a feeling of understanding, giving myself an outlet in order to talk about what happened that day or talk about whatever I'm feeling that week in general, that has given me a lot more space to just be free, to not be held down by all of my negative thoughts, you know. I had been giving myself a lot more attention to the part of me that I had been neglecting, which was my ability to outreach, my ability to express, my ability to communicate, really. I'd been giving that part of me more attention, and through that, I had been able to better my quality of life, become a overall more happy person, a a person who enjoys life. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to say here is that when you are able to identify the weak points that you have within yourself and you are able to acknowledge them and work on them, you are able to better your state of mind, better your viewpoint of your own life. It is the first one of the first steps into self-improvement. Being able to identify your weak points and to focus on them in a viewpoint of success, in a viewpoint of improvement, your quality of life gets better. It's leg day. Lock in. Thank you.